Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out the new Too Faced Better Than Chocolate palette. Listen, let me give you my story. I planned on buying this the second I saw like the sneak peek months ago. No matter what, I was going to get it. I'm basically a Too Faced collector at this point. Too Faced is my favorite brand, favorite high-end brand. So it was coming here no matter what. And I had Sephora gift cards, so I didn't spend anything on it. Whatever happens with this palette, there is a space for it, exactly this size, in my Too Faced bin now. It's here, and it's staying. However, I do think I'm going to be disappointed. So this is, I like the tin packaging, I do. This is the palette. The box looks the same, except for like a little gold around the rim there. And then here's the inside. Look, I know that this is not my typical color story. What I didn't realize what was going to happen is that many of these just look so similar. Like, I don't know what the difference is there. That, and that are super close. Those two are pretty close. And like some of these, I know it's supposed to be a neutral palette, right? But yeah, I kind of thought like this was a good idea, like, because I know, let me just grab my other ones here. This is the original chocolate bar, which I think is discontinued. If so, I can't believe they actually did that, because this is like their iconic thing. But see, like this brown that looks a tiny bit green, but it's really brown. And of course a purple and, you know, like some pink and like berry tones. And then the semi-sweet, which I think looks more like the current one, with that pop of blue that like didn't quite work out well, and like this pink here. I think by discontinuing these two, Too Faced was kind of looking to take maybe like their best or favorite chocolate ideas, put them in one palette, but vamp them up a little bit. So it looks like they tried to redo the blue, the purple, like the green, the purple, like the more plummy purple, and this is maybe like a more pinky purple. And of course they're gold, they're amber, that kind of thing. So we shall see. I didn't want to watch any reviews because I didn't want to influence myself in any way, because like I said, I knew I was going to get it anyway. So it didn't really matter what the reviews said. But I did happen to see some swatches, and the swatches look terrible. So, I mean, look at this. Can you see it? How it goes from blue to purple? I'm so excited about this one, and like, and that one, and that one, and that one. And now I'm afraid. But we'll see. Let's find out. I've been talking too long already. Let's do this. So as per usual, I have one eye primed, one eye not, and we're going to start that way and see what happens. You know what? Before I do that though, I'm going to start with swatches so that we can see what's really similar here. So first we have Milk It. That looks like fun. Well, that's interesting. It's a little bit pinky. Oh, okay. I shouldn't be surprised, because like that is reminiscent of that, I think, pink sugar shade. Buttercream, Gold Digger, Skinny Dipped. So yeah, I mean, your basic beige, your gold, your amber, shades that are definitely in the other palettes. Ooey Gooey, which I'm pretty sure was in the cinnamon palette, even though I don't have that one. Midnight Snack, Reality Chalk, ha ha ha, and Bitter Half. That one is like a satin, that plum one. Yeah, the swatches are, some are better than others, but definitely underwhelming. All right, Sugar Rush, cross your fingers for that one. Cake My Day, Bite Me, and Lick the Bowl. Why didn't I get the cinnamon one? Where is it? Oh boy. It was like 4 purples in a neutral thing. And there's like 4 colors in a neutral thing here. Don't question my logic, because I don't even know what to say. Oh, how am I not going to fit everything? Yeah, anyway, even on my arm here, these browns are just so close to each other. I'm going to try to fit the final 5 here. Bless your Tarte. Ha ha ha. Nice buns. What the fudge. Say that all the time. Brownie points. Ooh, that looks nice. And now it doesn't. But let's see what it does on the eyes, right? And let's say texts and candy. Yeah, like a mossy green, gray, brown kind of color, if that makes any sense. So here they are. I will show you a different view as well, as I always do. All right, so now let's see what we want to do. I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, and I think I'm going to start with Bite Me, which is a beige. I would say this is the most cool toned of the medium beiges, not that really light one. This is going in my transition area. Well, it's darker than it appears. It's warmer than it appears. Like, I wouldn't call it warm, I'd call it maybe neutral, but it's warmer than it looks in the pan, you know? Oh, and by the way, the smell of this, it definitely has that chocolate scent, like, you know, the Too Faced chocolate scent, but I feel like it's mixed with like a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cardboard. It's not as strong as the other ones. And let's just see on the unprimed eye. Not much difference, really. Then I'm taking my Ivy White crease brush, and I'm going to use Midnight Snack, which is that, like, brown plum. I'm going to use it in the crease. It's a satin, I would say. But it's going in the crease. If I didn't know it was a plum, would I be able to tell? I would say, I don't know. I think it's hard to tell. You might be able to tell. But definitely, you know, the beige underneath of it brings out more of the brown. Just try to shape it a little bit. There is fallout. It doesn't bother me, I just swipe it away. But I know it bothers some people. I feel like it went higher than I wanted it to. So just with a clean brush, try to blend out the top. Kind of like a reverse windshield wiper. I'm taking that same shade and I'm going to put it on my outer third. Yeah, it's a very brown plum. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, just to try to deepen up the crease a little more, fill in the gap. But remember, this is a satin, so... yeah, I really think this is just going to be a bummer palette for me. And honestly, for a lot of people, unless, like, you're truly just interested in the, like, couple brown beiges and, like, you know, the really neutral stuff. So far the pops aren't impressive. I used 1 pop, okay, but I was just looking at the swatches again and I just Anyway, we all know which one I'm going into first for the lid. So, Bless Your Tarte. Coming off pretty nice on here. I mean, I see the black base, but let's see. Okay. It's not super pigmented, but at least it has color. Like, instead of just being black or gray, you know? So I'm gonna put that on the inner 2/3 of my lid. And I'm really gonna try to layer it on. But if I do that, it's probably gonna spread. But I gotta try something here. There. On this eye, I want to try the glitter primer from NYX. I just want to see if it makes any difference or how much a difference it makes with that shade. I'm just going to gently tap this on in that 2/3 of the lid area. And then I'm just going to go right back in here and press it on. Honestly, I don't see a difference. Do you? If anything, I feel like it looks a little darker. But it could just be like the angle, like, of my face and the, you know, the light in here. With my little brush from Wish, I'm going to go into Midnight Snack again. And I'm going to put that on the outer third of my lower lash line. Whoops. Okay, or the outer half. And then I'm going to take Bless Your Tarte and see if it picks up on the brush. So I'm aiming for the inner 2/3 to inner half of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take my dollar store brush and go into Milk It. And that's going to be my brow bone highlight. Ooh, pretty. I don't think I can tell that there's that little bit of pink to it, but it's okay. I would say, like, instead of coming off as like a stark white, it's like a softer white. And that's probably that little bit of pink. I'm also going to try that on my cheeks as a highlighter. Can you see it? I see a little something. I'll take pictures in natural lighting for you, as always. I definitely see the purple shift in the duochrome. Yeah, the duochrome isn't that bad. It's just, I would like it a little more vibrant, of course, but it's there. For Too Faced, that's pretty good. I'm just coming back for a second because even though it's like I said, I wish it was a little more pigmented, vibrant, whatever, this looks really nice, actually. And I never would have guessed it was Too Faced because they're not known for, you know, this kind of thing. So I'm hoping it wears well because I really like this, actually. So unfortunately, yesterday's look did spread around. Here's the thing. It did cover some of the crease work, but I mean, what crease work was there really? You know, like, I get more upset when, say, I've blended like a yellow to a green to a blue, or like a yellow to a pink to a purple kind of thing, and then that crease work gets covered up. But like a beige to a plummy brown, I mean, to me, it's not the same. You know, someone else who likes neutrals might think differently of that. So I'm not that disappointed. I'm really happy with the color of this. So I think it just needs some more trial to see what can I really do with this. How much will it move if I put less? How pigmented will it be if I put less? You know what I mean? So there's still a lot of things to try out here. I'm not ready to write it off yet, but I do have to say, like, everything is so similar. Ouch. And it's mad at me for saying that. Today I have both eyes primed, and I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it. And I'm going to go into Buttercream, which is this light beige, but warmer than the one from yesterday. Let's see what happens. Because yesterday's came out way darker than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be my transition. Yeah, I just, do you see a difference? I guess it's a little lighter, a little warmer. But, I mean, really, like, I don't think there's anything special about any of these crease options here. They're all brown. I mean, okay, but like some of them are just super duper similar. Then I'm taking my IBY crease brush and I'm gonna go into Cake My Day, which is it's like a medium to deep brown. I guess it's warmer than like some of the other ones. I guess that's what the difference is. And that's gonna go in my crease. Again, nothing special here. I don't know what word I'm looking for. I'm going to take just a little bit of that and put it on my outermost corner here. Sorry, my father having a phone conversation in the back. So I just used my IBY crease brush to try and shape it a little bit more. And I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it and just try to fill this little gap that happened here. It could be the shadow, it could be me, it could be because it's 93 degrees out. So, you know, I'm gonna have to try this palette some more on my own too, in case like this really makes a mess. It may not be the palette, it may be the weather. Then I'm going to take What the Fudge, which is a deepish shimmer brown, a little bit rosy. And I'm gonna put that on my outer third. Then I'm going to take Sugar Rush, which is the lavender. Oh, it's super duper sheer. I don't like where this is going. Let's see, I'm gonna put that in the middle. This shade here is kind of a bummer. I'm just gonna try to blend that in. Trying to dig into it and it's just really not going. This is not the shade that I thought I would be disappointed in. I'm going to take some of Milk It then and put that on the inner third. So like, I don't know if these two are meant to be like toppers or something. I don't know. I mean, I would try this one again, maybe with like a glitter primer to see if that helps, but it's very lackluster. I'm going to take my dollar store brush, go into Milk It, and just put that on my brow bone as a brow bone highlight. On the other side, I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, and I'm going to go into Nice Buns, which is a beige, and I guess this one is the warmest of them all, and this one is more mid-toned. And that's going to be my transition shade. Yeah, definitely darker. I mean, it blended out very nicely. But come on, neutral lovers out there. Do you see that these are all the same, basically? Then I'm taking my IBY crease brush, and I'm going to go into Brownie Points, which is one of the deeper ones. But that one's like, I don't know, a little more brown, where the other one is a little bit more rosy. And this one's gonna go into my crease. Oh wow, that comes out darker than I expected. It's also a little harder to blend, which is kind of surprising. Too Faced, I feel like, has been changing their formula, which, like, sometimes that's good, but sometimes it's not. In this case, it's not. Because I would say, like, the number one thing about Too Faced is the blendability. Like, it's so easy, and this here is not easy. I'm going to take a little bit more of that and put it on the outermost corner. Then I'm going to take Texts and Candy, the like greenish shade that I don't think is going to be as greenish on my eyes. And I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lid. Oh, it's got some green to it, but it's definitely close to that, what is it, ganache shade maybe from the original chocolate bar. Like, it's not super green. And then I'm going to take Gold Digger, which is, I mean, your typical yellow gold. And I'm going to put that on the inner half of the lid and blend it into the green the best I can here. All right, and there we have it. Those are the two looks for today. This, you know, this is pretty neutral. This one here, I mean, it's okay in the end, but you know, this was a struggle, and I was hoping for it to be more purple, more pigmented, more shimmery. You know what I mean? I changed my mind. I want to put I want to put something on the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna mimic what I have. I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it. Take a little bit of brownie points and gently tuck that on the outer third. Then I'm going to pick up Texts and Candy, and I'm going to put that more toward the middle. Definitely losing its shimmer that way. So I'm going to put it on my finger instead. Yeah, I feel like that definitely is like an upgrade from that other shade from the original palette. And then I'm going to take Gold Digger and put that on the inner third to inner half. Yeah, not as strong that way, so just gonna go like that with my finger. That's better. I like that better. Just more my style. Then I'm going to take What the Fudge, and I'm going to put that on my outer third of my lower lash line there. I'm going to take Sugar Rush. I don't think anything's going to happen, but I'm going to put that on the middle third. Nothing. Nothing there. Oh, so I'm really like trying to dig into it, and I'm just trying to get some pigment. Like, is this one of those shades where you have to get past the first layer? Is that what's going on? I don't think so. Let me see if I can add a little more up here. Not really. And then I'm going to take Milk It, because that other one just feels like it has hard pan, you know? And I'm going to put this on the inner third. I'm not crazy about it like that, so I'm going to use my finger, and at least that makes that one better. And I'm also going to put that one on the inner corner. Okay, now I'm done with these two looks. I've had them on for about half an hour by now, and I feel like it's starting to move a little bit already. Yeah? But like I said, it's 93 degrees. So I'll keep trying things out and keep you posted. And then when I come back, I'll tell you how these wore, and I'll do a final 2 looks with the rest of the very similar shades. Alright, so yesterday's looks did not crease. They did spread a little bit, but really that's not bad considering it was like 90 degrees. And once again, it's 90 degrees. So we'll see what happens. The final shades that I have today are just so similar. I haven't tried that one, that one, that one, that one. So like these 3 all kind of are close, and then I didn't try Lick the Bowl and Bitter Half yet, so I'm going to start with my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it and go into Lick the Bowl, which is, guess what, a light beige. I would say this one is a little more cool toned or a little more neutral leaning. This is going to be my transition shade. I just can't tell the difference between these beiges. Maybe that one. Just cleaned off my brush and I'm blending it out a little more. I mean, they usually put a setting shade. They didn't even put a setting shade. One of these could definitely have gone. Then I'm taking my IBY crease brush and I'm going to go into Bitter Half, which I haven't tried yet. That is one of the deeper browns, and I would say it's a little more cool toned. So that's going to go in my crease. This one blends better. And I'm just cleaning off my brush and blending out the edges. Also, it went further than I wanted it to. Oops. That could have been a me problem. I'm going to take some of Bitter Half. Yeah, it's not as deep as it appears. And I'm going to put that on the outer third, or like outermost corner of my lid. Then I'm going to take Reality Chalk, which kind of looks like a rosy medium brown. Let's see. Yeah, I would say so. And that's gonna go on the, like the outer 2/3, I guess. Blend it in here. Definitely has like a little bit of a rosy tone to it. Then I'm gonna take the Dessert. And this one is that shade again. This one I would say is more metallic and like slick, whereas this one is a little thinner and sparklier. Guys, what are they doing over at Too Faced? Well, I think the owners just left, so I don't know. Do you see this? It's the same. What did they do with this palette? Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it. I'm gonna go back into Lick the Bowl. And I'm gonna put that across my lower lash line. Then I'm taking my smaller version of that brush from Wish, going into Bitter Half. And I'm gonna put that tight to my lower lash line. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do that side for today. But I am gonna put a little bit of Milk It on the brow bone with my dollar store brush. And I'm just gonna see if I can fix this side a little bit. So I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush with 6 on it, going into Bitter Half. I'm just trying to change the shape that I got. I'm trying to make it a little more brought out like a triangle. Not a harsh triangle, but a triangle nonetheless. That's better, I think. On the other side, you know what? I'm gonna take my Dollar Store brush, go into Buttercream, and see if I can use this as a setting shade, kind of. If I use it lightly enough. Yeah, I mean, you can see it, but if you're a little darker than me, this could be a setting shade for you. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 3 on it, and I'm going to go into Cake My Day. I want to see, like, how that plays with brownie points. So this is now going to be my transition. That may not be a good idea, but we're going to try it. We're going to do it. So this is my transition. This should lend to a darker look. Then I'm taking my Ivy White crease brush and I'm going to go into brownie points. And I'm going to put this in the crease. I'm also going to take brownie points on my finger and put that on the outermost corner. And then take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it. Same shade, just filling that gap, which I do think is this shade. But it can be fixed, as you see. Then I'm going to take Skinny Dipped, which is this like copper amber shade. It almost seems like it has a black base. Kind of reminds me of one of the ones in the Chocolate Gold palette. And I'm gonna put that like on the outer half, blending into that deeper brown. See, at least it's something different. I mean, you know, from the other shades in the palette, not from what Too Faced has done before. And then I'm gonna take Ooey Gooey, which is like a pinky peachy champagne. Where is it? I can feel it, like when I'm going in the pan, like it feels like this one where it doesn't want to pick up. Like it's there on my finger, but I'm struggling to get it here. So I'm putting that on my inner half and trying to get it to blend into the amber color. And I mean, is it that different from these over here? No, but at least there is some kind of a difference. Then I'm going to take this little brush from Wish, go into, where did I, brownie points, that's the one I used. And I'm going to line that tight to my lower lash line on the outer third. Try to blend it out just a little bit, and then let's see if I can get the other shades to pick up. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it, go into Skinny Dipped, and put that in the middle third here. I think this shade is going to spread around a lot. It's pretty slick. And then I'm going to take Ooey Gooey and put that on the inner third here. Well, folks, wow. As much as I don't want to say anything bad about my favorite brand here, let's really count the shades that are in this palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not counting that one, 9 maybe, not counting that one, 10, not counting that one, 11, not counting that one. 12, not counting that one. Or I guess that one's different. 13, 14. So how many are supposed to be in here? 18? So there's at least 4 shades in here that are the same. At least, okay? This one I can tell a difference. These 3, it's very slight. These 2, the only difference is the finish. This one's a tad bit sparklier and not as pigmented. This is more metallic and more pigmented. The shade is the same, even though they look different in here. There's not much difference going on there. I mean, this one is darker, you can see that, and it's more cool toned. This one I feel like shouldn't even count as a shade because I can barely pick anything up off of it. Even this one is like kind of similar. Like I said, I get it. Neutral lovers, okay? I know that's not my thing, but there are many shades of brown, and I'm only seeing a couple in here. I mean, even if, let me pull out my other one. Here's the original chocolate bar. That is different from that, and that, and that. I didn't realize there were only 4 matte browns in here. But these are very distinctly different shades, and you can tell that when they're on the eyes. If we take out the semi-sweet, which still smells so good, it smells like a hot cocoa packet, that mauve brown beige is different. That's a warm one. That's a warmer one too, because that one is way more cool toned. That's a beige, but totally different from that beige. And then this one has the glitters in it, but even if it didn't, it does still look different than that one on the eyes. Gingerbread palette. A few of these here are a little close, but I mean, all the shimmers are different. And I mean, you have some other pops in here. So I don't know what they were doing here. I don't think I recommend this palette. I feel bad going so hard, but you saw the same things that I saw, right? Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.